Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Trinity here. Uh, um, how are you guys doing? I haven't been on here in a couple days because I've been playing another game that I just purchased called Mass Effect, and it's pretty fun actually. It's from BioWare. It's a role playing uh, astronaut spaceship type of you're a space marine. But anyway, um, uh, before I say one more thing, let me pray. Father, in Jesus' name, I pray that whatever I say comes from you. I pray that my fingers do the right things. I pray that I say the right things. I pray that I don't curse before, while this video is going on here. That's one of the things that I want to get rid of is my dirty mouth when I'm playing games. Because let's be honest, I don't curse as much when I'm not playing my games versus when I am. But anyway, uh, I ask for your guidance in that, and I ask for your guidance in my what I say, what I think, what I speak. I speak therefore what I am. That's what the Bible says. Anyway, let's get started. Where are we? Aha. Go Bighorns. Okay. I never seen that title before for an area in a game. Alright. Let's get started here.
Stay, Thomas.
What kind of
What kind
name
of
is a
name is
Callus
Callus
anyway?
anyway?
Not my fault you forgot to ask Tommy's name.
Callus.
Okay. None of these buildings look familiar.
Well, we'll head to
Well,
Central
it's Central
Grounds.
Grounds.
Should be able to
Should
see
be able to
most
see
of the
most of
campus
the
from
campus
there.
from there.
Okay. Oh man. I keep forgetting when a fence has barbed wire around it, you can't jump over it.
So,
So,
these
these
places,
places,
people would
people
live
would live
here
here
and
and
just
then
study,
just study,
even though they were all
although they were
grown
all
up.
grown up.
Study,
Study,
party,
party,
find
find
themselves,
themselves,
figure out what they
figure out what
wanted
they
to do
wanted
with
to
their
do with their
lives.
What
lives.
they wanted to
Oh, this is um the flamethrowers. This is my favorite uh weapon in the game. Nice. Okay. Let's see. What else do we have? We have these and hmm. Let's take a look around, see what we have. Yes. And besides the hotel, this is one of my other favorite areas of the game. Because, and I know this may sound weird, but I like it because it's one of the most complicated to get around in. Um, I like things to challenge my brain. I'm one of those people that just likes challenge. I don't know why. Maybe it's because of the fact that my life has always been challenging. So I just naturally gravitate towards challenging games. Who knows? I'm still trying to figure myself out after all these years. Okay. Yeah. Here we go. See what we have. See what we have in here, and then we'll go explore the outside. Okay, there's no door in here. All right. Oh man, how come they always put file cabinets in where you want to go? That's part of the challenge, I guess. They put file cabinets along the stairs. They do that in almost every area of this game. I never quite understood why. Maybe it's because of the apocalyptic setting. Who knows?
There was a lookout here.
That's a good sign.
Ooh. Okay, let's take a read. 8/29, August 29th, I guess it is. Nothing. Didn't they say people were coming? What's the point being out here if nothing happens? September 1st, 9/1. Still nothing. Mark, quit your bitching. Plenty of time to read up here. Working guard duty on the science lab. That's true misery. Okay. So we're getting a letter of two people snapping at each other. And that's just great. 9/4. 5 new recruits from Chicago. Use quarantine zone. I guess that's what that means. Finally, one of them gave me a pack of smokes for doing a good job. Sweet. Oh, so you like to give yourself cancer? Well, you're in a apocalyptic world. Not very smart. Okay. Let's go down here. Hold on. Come on. There we go. Let's go down here. Right. I like to double check things, so that's part of my play style. So if that drives you crazy, I'm sorry, but that's just how I play. And keep in mind, guys, my play style is self-taught. Nobody taught me to do this. So if you got a problem with the way I play my games and stuff, or the way I do things in games, keep it to yourself. I mean, I don't mind people having opinions and, you know, giving me suggestions on how to do levels and stuff like that. But that's one thing I don't like, is backseat gaming. It drives me flipping crazy. Because keep in mind, I was never, ever, 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 ever taught by anybody how to play video games. It was all self-taught. In fact, people didn't start showing me stuff until I started making this channel. That's when I really started to let people show me their different play styles and how they did things and stuff like that. Other than that, I learned all this myself. And I'm not saying I'm the best player in the world, but I like to think I'm pretty good. Not the best by any means, like I said, but I'm a lot better than a lot of people I've seen in my tenure of playing video games. There we go. Let's take a look over here. Once more. All right. Let's take a look at what we have and make sure our weapons are up to par here. All right. Ooh. 98. Oh gosh. Let's see. Tools. 2 parts 25. What do I want to do here? Shotgun. Bow and arrow. Flamethrower. Yeah. I think I'll do that. Okay. Now we have. Yeah. Alright. Hold on. Let me see if I could do anything else. Let me see if I can do anything else. Can we do anything else over here? No. All right. Let's see. No, what? No, why do I keep doing that every time? Okay. Okay, shotgun. Okay, we have. Make that a little bit better. I can make my fire rate a little bit better. Like that. There we go. And I believe that's all we can do. All right. That'll do it. Okay. I think we've done everything we can over here. I'm gonna double check things over here. Make sure we're good on that. Okay. Yeah, I think we're good over here, so yeah.
Scooch.
All right. Let's see what we have here. Oh, there we go. Let's hold on. Can we go over here? Oh my gosh.
Ooh, it's getting chilly.
There's that
There's
down
it
here.
over here.
I'll stay with Callus.
I hate
Hate
that
that
name.
name.
Oh, come on, Joel. Let her name the horse what she wants. Okay. All right. Okay. Yeah. I thought that was the opening to the gate. Okay, let's take a look in here.
How many people are there?
Just really quick.
It takes quite a crew to run that operation.
Do you think there'll be other people my age?
I'm not sure.
Sure.
Aha! Here we go.
Oh, what is it?
Sounds like the nurse.
Stay with the horse. I'll go check it.
You sure?
I don't want him running off. I'll be right back.
All right. Let's see what we got here. Let's go ahead and. Oh crap. Let's go up here. Da 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 da. All right, let's go up here. Let's see what we got. What do we have? What do we have? There we go. Let's get some bombs. Oh man. I don't have any health either. Damn it. Well. Or darn it. Excuse me. Oh crap.
And that's that. Let's see what we got over here. Anything? No.
That a fact.
All right. Let's see. Yeah. Yeah, we're yeah. Okay. Yeah. Dang it. Jeez. Yeah. Let's see. Hang on.
No juice.
Start the generator to give power to the gate. Alright. How do we do that? Let's see. Okay. Dang it. There we go. Yeah, that's the generator there. Alright. It's gotta be around here somewhere. Aha, okay. Let's start this thing.
Switch on back.
What the? No.
I'll be right back.
I'll be here.
No, I didn't mean to. Why did I do that? Alright.
Good back.
Give her. I'll put them right there. Give me some room there. Come on. There we go.
Well, when I was a kid, I used to want to be a singer.
Shut up.
I'm serious.
Sing something.
No.
Come on, I won't laugh.
I don't think so.
Joel,
I don't think so.
please.
That's just a. Oh man, I love this. I love this. I love how their relationship grows from, I don't want to do this test, from there to how it's almost like by the end of the game you couldn't live without her. That's the way that's why I like this game so much, is because of the relationship that grows in time. That's true with anybody, but especially Ellie and Joel here. Okay, let's see. Let me see here. Alright. I just love the color of the leaves here. Mm. All right. Let's see. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. All right. Let's see. What do we got? Hold on. Nothing to grab here. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Okay, let's see. All right. No, nothing there. I thought there would be a bunch of runners there, or whatever we want to call them. I guess not. Oh well. Hmm. Anyway. Yep. Started the generator. And let's see. Let's go up here and find out what's up here. Alright. Alright.
Scoot back.
Scoot back.
Aw, are those monkeys?
Yeah, a whole mess of them.
There we go.
That was kind of awesome.
First time
First
seeing a
time seeing a
monkey?
monkey.
First time seeing a monkey? Should we have seen something by now?
Maybe these guys like to keep a low profile.
Yeah, I would say so. If they're doing something illegal, they like to keep a low profile. Or doing something that's not above buckboard. Let's see. Hmm. Okay. Let's see. There we go. Nope. Can't open that way. Not that way neither. Okay. Um. You know, I'm doing a lot better in this area than I originally thought I would do.
Watch yourself.
You too.
Two.
Alright. Let's take a look around here. Alright, let's take a look over here first. Before we do anything else. Okay. Yeah. Take a look over here. Anything over here? No? Alright. Any runners in here? No, not that I could see, but that don't mean nothing. Wow. Okay. Hold on. All right. I'm reading this to myself because of the cursing in this letter here. So forgive me if I'm not reading it to you guys. If you want to read it and you're reading this on your phone or whatever, you can pause it, but I'm not going to read it out loud. Good. Dang it. Yeah, when people lose their heads, it doesn't work good for anybody. Nothing goes well for anybody. So it's always one thing I've learned about God is when things are going haywire in your life, it's good to just do what Jesus did. Take a nap, be as peaceful in your life as you can. Um, read the word, pray, uh, you know, that's the best thing that you can do in situations like these. And luckily, we don't have a situation like the game is showing here. I mean, this is this is an apocalyptic world here, and luckily we don't live in a place like this. But with the government that we have, I'm surprised that we don't sometimes. I mean, let's be honest. I'm glad that we have the president that we have, but let's face it, our country is still in a bunch of danger here. We have a class of people that are transgender, trans, whatever they want to be, and they're mentally incapable of making good decisions for themselves. Um, they're mentally incapacitated, and they don't even know it, and they don't even care. See, that's the scary thing. They don't even care. All right. But yeah, the best thing you can do for yourself when you're in a situation where you don't want to be in, or when you're in a situation that you're not used to, is be as peaceful as you can. Uh, don't don't fight with anybody. Don't be right fighters. That's that as Dr. Phil would say, don't be right fighters. Just do your own thing and let people do their own thing. You may not agree with it, but you know, that's the way I try to be with people. They may not agree with what I agree with, and that's okay with me. As long as they don't try to mess with me and mess with my head, because they can't. And even if they did, they would not win, because uh, because God has taught me better than that. And He's taught me to be smarter than that. Um, um, I know I'm a lot luckier than a lot of uh, of disabled people, because you have some disabled people don't even have uh, the brain power to speak or be verbal in any capacity. Uh, they're profoundly mentally challenged, in other words. And I'm not making fun of these people. I'm just being honest, because I've been around um, mentally challenged people for years. I mean, I remember way back in my early 20s, even before I started doing this. I worked at the place. I worked at a place called the Ark, and there were all different types of people working there, of all different intellectual um, capacities, and they had different likes, different dislikes, and they had different IQs, and some of them were pretty cool. I'll be honest, some of them were pretty cool. My friend Vicky Goff, for example, she was pretty cool, although uh, I thought it was pretty sad um, that she died the way she did. But yeah, she was pretty cool. Her and I were pretty close um, for years, and I remember Tim Weissman. He was a pretty cool friend of mine as well. Um, I remember when uh, Final Fantasy X came out, and this is when it first came out, like 2001 or 2000 or something like that. I went to his friend Bill's house to go play it, and I found myself in a very, very weird, but as normal as possible situation where I was at his friend Bill's house, and he had I guess it was a Shih Tzu dog that every time you would wrestle with Bill, he would growl. So the dog hated violence. He absolutely hated it. And I remember having to go to the restroom right when I was getting ready to play that game, and I said, "Hey, Bill, I need to go to the restroom. Where is it?" And he says, "Oh, you need to go to church, eh?" And I said, "What?" And he said, "Well, yeah, you're going to the porcelain god," and it finally dawned on me what he was talking about. But yeah, and the reason I tell you guys all these stories is because I want you guys to know that I'm just not some stuck-up Christian guy that's never lived, that's never really lived life. And I want you guys to know that I've been through the ringer in a lot of ways, and it hasn't always been easy for me. And I'm not saying that to whine or anything. I'm just saying that to be honest. And I hope you guys understand that and respect that, because in my experience, a lot of Christians that have been around a while don't necessarily want to share things like that, which I think is really, really, really sad. Because why wouldn't you want to share share your life with people? Because it might help somebody in the very near future. So, if it's going to help somebody, why not share your stories with them? If it might help in the future, why not? That's just the way I am. And here's my thing: if I can't be honest with my audience, and if I can't be honest with people in general, why be a Christian if you can't be honest? Why? There's no point. Okay, where am I going? But, yeah, my advice to you when you encounter chaos in like a room or a building or anything like that, just find a peaceful place and calm your spirit down as best you can. And just like it says in Matthew 8:14, when they're crossing to go into Gennesaret, and the wind becomes kind of boisterous and hard, and Peter says, hey, if you're really him, bid me to come to you. And Jesus says, come, and then as he touches the water, Peter gets all scared. And it's not that they're afraid of the situation. I figured out over the years, they're afraid of the solution. That's why they say, when they first see Jesus on the water, and they say it's a ghost, it's not because they're afraid of him. I think deep in their heart they knew it was him, but the human part got to them. The way the fleshly part of themselves got to them. And that's why they were the way they were at that time. Anyway, my point is that don't let the situation, whatever situation you're in, it could be with family, it could be with friends, it could be with just about anything, work, play, just about anything. Don't let the bad parts of the situation get to you. Because if you do, and you let bitterness get into your heart, it's hard to it's hard to get it out of there once it's in there. That's my whole thing. It's kind of like don't be offended, even if you think someone's trying to offend you. Don't let it get to you, because generally people don't offend on purpose unless they're real bungholes, which I've met a lot of those people in my lifetime. Oh boy. Okay, here we go. Okay, we're gonna